Fourth grade reading and writing. Today we are practicing summarizing and using the genre of drama. Our agenda and objectives. We'll have our word work warm up. I can determine the meaning of words with affixes, meaning prefixes or suffixes. We'll have our read aloud and reading skill. I can retell or summarize texts in ways that maintain meaning and logical order. And then we'll have our exit ticket. I love origami. Words, I think of words in terms of color, so this is so appropriate. Word work, warm up. Okay, I want you to read this sentence. And it says, and determine the meaning. Please use your context clues to determine the meaning of the affix. During Share and Tell in our Pandemic Pioneers virtual homeroom, one of the students showed his dad's treasured stamp collection. He told us that we were looking at one of the world's rarest and most unusual stamps. So what is the meaning of rarest? Is it colorful, uncommon, pretty, or fake? I'm going to read it one more time for you. He told us that we were looking at one of the world's rarest and most unusual stamps. Is it colorful, uncommon, pretty, or fake? All right, pick your answer. I'm going to go ahead and let's call on people and highlight. I will go ahead and highlight our context clues. So we're looking for the word rarest. And I'm thinking, okay, one of the students showed his dad's treasured. That tells me it's important. Treasured means like a treasure, like something valuable. Stamp collection. And a collection means those items are, and I will go ahead and do check marks. Those items are important. So treasured, it's a stamp collection. And he told us that we were looking at one of the world's rarest and most unusual stamps. So one of the world's rarest and most unusual. Well, the prefix in, I'm thinking that means not. So not usual. So it's not ordinary. And I know that it's a stamp collection. So there's something of value. So and it's one of the world's rarest. So I'm going to go with colorful, full of color. Nope, that doesn't do it. That's not, there are a lot of things that are colorful. Uncommon, that means not common, like unusual. Ooh, that might be it. Not common, not ordinary. Pretty, gosh, it could be. He's collecting it because it's pretty, because they're interesting, but pretty doesn't work. It's more like interesting stamp collections, okay? And fake, because it's fake. Oh, it could be fake. They are fake, right? Fake? Are they real or fake stamps? One of the world's rarest and most unusual stamps. All right, I have to go with B, uncommon means unusual. And rarest, EST means the most. So EST means the most rare. So rare must mean the most uncommon, right? All right. Next, let's go ahead and try this one. This time you go ahead and think of your context clues and be ready for me to call on you. Read the sentence. In social studies, we learned that the Karankawa people who lived along the Gulf Coast from Galveston to Corpus Christi fished using a bow and arrow. The triangular arrowhead pierced the fish's skin. The prefix tri in the word triangular means sharp, curved, 3, or pointed. Go ahead and write, when you write your answer down, please put down at least one context clue, or one clue that helped you determine the meaning. Sharp, curved, 3, or pointed. All right, we're going right back to this. We're going to say, okay, fished using a bow and arrow. Let's see which answer you got. I'll go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. Fished using a bow and arrow, the triangular, and we're looking at the prefix tri, arrowhead pierced. So it's an angle. An angle is that, and triangle. I know what a triangle is. So triangular just makes it triangular arrowhead. That just makes it an adjective. So it's actually an adjective modifying the noun arrowhead. Well, when I think of tri, I know that that has 1, 2, 3 sides. So a triangle, it pierced the fish's skin. The prefix in the word triangular means 3. Curved and sharp, yes, it could be sharp, but that's not what the prefix means. And it's pointed, but that's not what the prefix means. The prefix means 3. And I also always can go to my mnemonic words, my keywords that I remember. A tricycle, oh my gosh, here I am trying to draw a tricycle. It's a terrible idea. Where's my seat here? Here's the, oh, I think I'm just gonna wreck it. So this has 3 wheels. I don't know what this looks like, but this kid is having fun on the trike. And a tricycle has 3 wheels. So instead of, when I think of tri, I think tricycle. When I think of bi, like a bicycle, has 2 wheels. Well, I hope my drawing made you feel better, because if you can't draw, neither can I, but I tried. Okay, academic vocab. We're just gonna review that while we are, since we're going into a drama. So as a reminder, drama, this genre, drama, I'm getting ahead of myself, is, it's like a fiction story, except it's used for the stage. And I just want you to focus on things like character tag. Character tag in a play, the character's name in capital letters indicates or shows that that's the character's speaking part. And stage directions right here give you information in a drama that tell the actors where to move, how to look or feel or speak, right? And we have an act, which is like a chapter in a book, and we have scenes, S-C-E-N-E, which are settings, one setting that can be within an act. An act can have a couple scenes, or you can have just a one act play or a one scene play. Dialogue is words that characters in a story use. Okay, I'm gonna go back to me. So I'm thinking drama is a lot like fiction, except, and we went over this last week, fiction, the writer's telling you how the reader's feeling and describe all the different things in the setting, the description. But in a play, we're only learning about the events through the character's words and the scenery or the stage directions. So be ready. Share it again. Here I go. There we go. I hope I'm still sharing my screen. That would be a disaster if I'm not. Welcome to our read aloud. Okay, I've been dying to get to this one. It's going to be so fun. The Ugly Duckling. I know we've heard this story before. Maybe you've heard references to it, but can't wait to do it again. Okay, time. One summer morning, place, the farmyard on the Moore farm. So we know the setting right there because it tells us at the beginning of the script. And here's our cast of characters. We have Madam Duck, first duckling, second duckling, the ugly duckling, third duckling. Wait, first, second, third, and ugly? What? It's not like ugly, uglier, ugliest, or beautiful, beautiful. It's not, what? It's first, second, third, and ugly. Let's think about that. Turkey, gray gander, white goose, Plymouth rock hen, and red rooster. Okay. I can't go zooming through the play until I read something. So Madam Duck, and actually while I'm doing this, since it's a play, I just want to show you here as a reminder, we're using our terms. So a character tag right here, just as a reminder, what is the character tag? Here's the character tag. That's the character tag, turkey. See that? It's in capital letters and it indicates the speaking part. That's the character tag. So we know who's speaking. And right here, you have in the slideshow, what am I doing? Right here, you have showing displeasure. And it's in parentheses. These are the stage directions. They tell the actors where to move, how to look, speak, and all of that. So those are the stage directions. And here's some more stage directions. Madam Duck enters the farmyard with her new brood of ducklings. The other fowls approach, because that's in brackets. So the whole thing is just telling them how to enter. And we have here scene 1. So we know that we're going to have several scenes. That means this scenery will, that all of this event, these plot events will take place in this one scene. Then there will be a scene change and we'll go to scene 2. Okay. Now that I've gotten that down, I just wanted to remind you. And of course, one other thing, the dialogue looks so different in a play. Here is the dialogue. So here's the turkey is speaking, a new brood of ducks. Look, you all, a new brood of ducks. In fiction, you have, in fiction, you have the quotation marks around, what someone says. But in a play, you just have the character tag and the person speaks, because in a play, everyone's just speaking one to the other. All right, just wanted to remind you of that. Okay. So Madam Duck enters the farmyard with her new brood of ducklings. I will go ahead and go back to the slideshow. Gray Gander, also displeased, as if there were not enough of us all here already. White Goose, true enough, I can find scarce a corner for my afternoon nap. Red Rooster, it seems to me, Madam Duck, that you should not have brought us a new brood, or a bunch of little kids, this summer. Madam Duck, what is that you are saying? Turkey, it seems to all of us, Madame, that there is no room here for this new brood. How do you think Madam Duck is feeling right now? I'm wondering, Madam Duck, what is that you are saying? It seems to all of us, Madame, that there is no room here for a new brood. Plymouth Rock Hen, friends, be just. Madam Duck has a perfect right to bring her ducklings here. Besides, the children are quite pretty. Madam Duck, oh, they are beautiful. You shall see all that for yourselves. Come, children, come into a row with you. And here the ducklings form themselves into a row, meaning they're all straight, right? They're in a row, meaning, let me just draw this for you. Oh, here they are. Oh, I'll just put them little yellow ducklings and I'll make it a big dot here so you can really get an idea. They're all in a row. So it's like here in a row with you. So 1, 2, 3, here's a row, just like you do in math. Although mine's kind of going down, it's still a line, right? It's going across. A row with you. The ducklings form themselves into a row. The ugly duckling is last. Uh-oh. Plot twist. Or not even a plot twist, just hint, hint, hint. The ugly duckling is last. And we know the play is called The Ugly Duckling, so something's going on. Madam Duck, legs wide apart, toes out. Now speak prettily to my friends. So they all have their legs out. Legs, what does it say? Legs wide apart. So this is the way ducklings stand. Right, here's the duckling feet. Here's the duckling feet. So they stand like this. They're looking legs wide apart. They've got their feet. Okay, you get the idea. Ducklings, all but the last. Uh-oh, who's the last? Quack, quack. There now, aren't they charming? Gray Gander looking down. Why, yes, they all seem graceful enough. Here, wait a moment. Does that last one there belong to you? Ooh, here's a hint. So we're thinking of our plot pyramid, and already we've got a little bit in the rising action, don't we? We've got some tension here. Something's going on about this last one. What's going on with the last one? All the fowls look at the duckling. Oh, yes, he is larger than the others and perhaps not so pretty, but interrupting, make no excuses for him, madam. We can see for ourselves what he is. Gray Gander, in all my life, I never saw anything so ugly. Oh, this is harsh. White Goose, he is neither duck nor goose, nor duck nor chick. Oh, come now, friends. The poor child is not pretty, but he is good, and he can swim even better than the others. Oh, that he can swim well is nothing to me. Red Rooster, nor to me. He should be driven out, I say. Wait a minute. So now we're moving along our plot pyramid. They're not just saying we don't like him. They're saying he should be driven out. So we're moving up the rising action with our events here. So driven out, it takes the place right here, because that means that they're going to try to drive him out of the family, drive him out of the place. What? I'm going to put a big old exclamation part. Are you kidding me? Let him alone. He is not doing any harm, Madam Duck says. First duckling. But mother, no one will look after us if he stays with us. Well, now perhaps it may turn out that way. Second duckling. I'll not walk without him. I'll not walk with him. Uh-oh. What's happening? We now have all these little ducklings starting to do something. I think we're getting a little bit of mob mentality. He's saying, second duckling is saying, well, I'll not walk with him. So he's saying no. But mother, no one will look at us if he stays with us. So this one's by himself. So here's the ugly duckling. I'm going to put him back in pink. Ugly duckling's in pink. And they're getting away from the ugly duckling. They are getting away from the ugly duckling. Third duckling, nor I. Up, here's another one joining the ranks of ugly duckling getting away from the ugly duckling. Well, he must be uglier than I thought, Madam Duck said. First duckling, besides, dear mother, he will not quack. Well, what is this? Did he not quack just a moment ago? He turns his toes out, but quack he would not. 'Tis true, dear mother, Madam Duck to the ugly duckling. Quack, quack now at once. The ugly duckling tried to quack, but chokes. The fowls laugh and jeer at him. They laugh and jeer at him. These words, laugh and jeer. So laughing can be positive, but jeering is negative. Jeering is negative. Jeering is like the word that we were using. It's scornful. They're making fun of him. Jeering. Jeering is very negative. Okay, so I'm beginning to get very sad. I'm beginning to get very sad and very sad for this ugly duckling. I don't know about you, but we're moving. We've just met all these other creatures, and we've just met all these other little creatures, and he's not feeling very good. He's not feeling very good. They're not liking him, and they're wanting to throw him out. What? What's up here? Let's see what I can do. Okay. Gray Gander, ha ha. Let me go back here. Gray Gander, ha ha, there's a quack for you. Ha ha. Plymouth Rock Hen, ha ha, ha ha. Red Rooster, ha ha. Ha ha. Madam Duck angrily. This is what she's, in her parentheses, you've got the stage direction. Once more, I tell you, quack. The ugly duckling tries again and he chokes. Can you tell which one is the ugly duckling? Look at your picture. Ha 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 ha. Ugly duckling. I'm sorry. I'd quack if I could. If you were only far away. Oh my gosh. She didn't really say that. She said that. If you were only far away. She's wishing he were gone. Okay. We're almost at the end of scene 1. First duckling. I wish the cat would eat you. Okay, we move along. Well, we must drive him off. That's clear. Come now, come now. Out with you. Mother, save me. Call me not. So anyway, they all go. We will not save you. They're trying to drive him out. Not a fan of this part of the story. Not cool, but now we know what's going on. Sometimes we have to have a lot of conflict to make our story interesting. So I'm going to the reading skill. I can summarize the story by including the story beginning, the characters and the setting, conflict, the climax, the resolution, and the sequence of events. We can just think plot pyramid. So we've gone over our plots. We've gone over, you've got the plot pyramid, you've got the beginning, the exposition with the setting and the characters. Then we're moving up the rising action to the climax, and then the falling action, and then the resolution. So as you can tell in scene 1, we've not hit the climax because the main character is the ugly duckling, and tension is building around him. So let's fill in our chart, and I can't wait till this story gets better. I'm a little uncomfortable with something like this. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay. So, whoops. I'm back over here. All right, so here's our plot pyramid. I'm going to come back. I can distinguish between what's important and what's interesting in order to summarize a story. That's actually what we're working on. So we're going to, here's my think aloud, or my model for you. So the characters, I'll just insert a text box. And we have our main character is the ugly duckling, right? And we met all the other farm animals, duckling. The setting, we've got in a field with farm animals. And ducks, or with ducks and geese and roosters. Geese, roosters, okay. Roosters and hens, so chickens. Events. All right, let's think about this. What are the events that are important? So the character, actually I should have put right over here, the main character is the ugly duckling, and we've also got the mother duck, and we've got, I want to say, the crowd, mother duck, crowd of critters, and the kids. Mother duck and kids, plus the crowd of geese, etc. The setting we had was the field with ducks, we're finding out, and geese and roosters and hens, other birds, events. What is happening? Okay, so I'm going to move this up. What is happening? What's important versus interesting? So if we think about this, thinking what's important is we know mother duck comes in, mother duck comes with her kids, with her brood, that's her kids. We know that the crowd, the others, I'll put the crowd, I'm just going to put a simple crowd does not like the way the last duck looks, which is the beginning of the rising action. Something's already happening. Then the ugly duckling can't quack, and he can't quack. All right, let's look at something. And it gets worse, right? And you've got others chime in. Others start picking on him. They start picking on him. They want to drive him out. Now, if you think about it, what is it that's important? Do we need all these details? Mother duck comes in with her brood. The crows don't like the way the last duck looks. He can't even quack, or the crowd. And we talk about the toes pointed in. I'm going to go ahead and put he can't, pointing toes out. Ducks line up in a row. Ducks line up in a row. Line up in a row. A row. Someone thinks they're pretty. 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 Toes pointed out, so they line up in a row. Toes pointed out. Someone thinks pretty, but you've got them going on and on. If I were to do a summary of the story, I need to keep it simple. So some of this is very interesting, but it's not necessarily important. Yes, the toes pointed out can seem really important at one point, but really it goes into more of the interesting part. You can really focus on, you've got mom duck coming in. The other animals don't like the way the last duck looks, and they want to drive him out because he's not like the others, right? He can't quack. Him not being able to turn his toes out and all of that, and choking on things, those are interesting details, but those wouldn't need to be included in the summary. So mom duck comes with her broad. Crowd doesn't like the way the last duck looks. He can't quack. Mom and others, mama duck and siblings turn on him. On him too. That's a pretty big deal. So we need to put that one in too. They want to drive him out. So everybody's turned against him. Yuck. Don't like this. Okay, so that's where we have a lot of good conflict. And when we have what's interesting, going back up here, all of this other stuff can be interesting, that toes lined out, toes pointed out, someone thinks he's pretty, but it's a little too much. Okay, I'm going to go back here. So what I want to do is help you see, we can actually tell the story by characters, the setting, and the plot events just in logical order. And then we're just cutting out the extra details. So if I were to make that one sentence, I would actually go back and say, Mama duck comes with her broad, but he doesn't get approval from the crowd. Therefore, Mama duck and the rest want to drive him out. And that would be your summary. Okay. All right. Next. We'll start with scene 2. Scene 2, the peasant, his wife, the cat, the hen, and the ugly duckling. Here's the peasant. Peasant, see what I'm bringing you? Why, 'tis a duckling, half frozen too. I found him frozen in the pond. I had to break the ice to get him out. Oh, give him to me, father. I'll put him behind the stove. Oh, that's a good child. Wife handing him tenderly, daughter. Handle him tenderly, daughter. So the daughter, she takes off her shawl. He shall lie upon my shawl, you poor, dear, ugly little duckling. You know what I love? You can already tell the duck, the ugly duckling, is better off. So what's the setting in this one? I'm thinking they're new characters and they have an open mind. They're not trying to drive him out. They're trying to save him, care for him. So already you're going to have a different summary. So it's the duckling I told you of, the one you saw in the pond yesterday. Oh, poor duckling, the pond was freezing then. Yes, the peasant said, nodding, when he tried to find a place among the rushes on the moor, but the birds drove him from there. So see, that was part of our earlier plot summary. You would just say, and he was driven. They were driving him from there, and now we're in a later part, and they had done it. Well, why did they all treat him so, Father?
I do not know unless it's because he's so ugly.
Oh, come now to dinner, Father, Elizabeth. By the time we have finished, our duckling will be warmed and awake. They go to the kitchen. The duckling stirs and looks about. Well, can you lay eggs? The hen asks him. No, madam. Can you set up your back? The cat asks him, duckling.
No, dear sir.
Cat says, well, can you purr? The duckling, frightened. No. Well, then you can't stay here. Oh, do not drive me out, I pray you. Well, will you learn to purr, the cat asked, and to lay eggs, the hen said. Duckling sadly, alas, I can do nothing but swim. Oh, no, dear sir. It's most pleasant when the waters close over your head and plunge to the bottom. Cat, plunge to the bottom indeed. I'd never think of doing such a silly thing. Nor I. Well, it's clear you can't remain here. Oh my gosh, they're thinking he can't remain because he can swim, because he knows how to swim, because he's really good at swimming, because he's not like them. How are you going to write your summary? Well, cat, go lie in the rushes or the reeds. The birds flew south this morning. Well, I shall starve there. It'll be a really good thing for you if I should eat you. Okay, so we go on, we go on. Out with you, out with you. Oh no, and now he's been taken out. So now it's your turn. I can distinguish between what's important and what's interesting in order to summarize a story. And as I'm looking at the time, I'm realizing this is going to be your exit ticket, but I will tell you there's a much better ending. Okay, go ahead and put down the character, the setting. I want you to draw this in your journal, the events, what's important versus what's interesting. Oh, we have to end on a happier note. Let's go ahead and do this one together. Okay, here we go. The character, we have the duckling again, the duck, but now we have the ugly duckling. Now we have the peasant family, the peasant and his wife who take him in, right? Peasant family, but we have the cat and the hen. Okay. Setting, house. Events. Let's keep it simple here in the interest of time. What happens? The family takes him in to save him, but the animals drive him out. Family takes him in to save him, but the animals, the cat and hen drive him out because he's different. Because that's my shorthand, he's different. Because he can swim, really. He can swim, but he's different. So here, if you were keeping it, you're looking at that, we're still in the rising action, aren't we? The plot's still building, the tension's still building, the suspense is building. So we are still right here in the rising action. All these things are happening and the tension's building. They actually want to throw him out. This is crazy. So we've already been here and here in scene 1 and scene 2. It's going up. He's been driven out again. He's out. He's out the first time, and now he's out the second time. Here, he was out the first time. Out. Driven out twice now. Now what's going to happen? Over here, we could have put things like he was polite. They were polite at first. All sorts of things about, polite at first, changing minds, swimming, all of these other details, but it gets too distracting. You've got to go to the essential. Okay. For a summary slideshow. Okay. Now for your exit ticket, I'm going to read the happier ending. I know, I just had to say it because it was getting a little depressing. Scene 3. So we know a new scene, a new setting. Here it says time, the next spring. Oh, and place, the brook on the Moore farm. And here we have our cast of characters. We now have a mole, a father, the mother, children, and swans, and the ugly duckling. Okay. So the ugly duckling sits on the hill of a mole near the brook where the which winds through the Moore farm. Will you please move? I wish to come out, the mole said. Oh, why, 'tis a molehill I've been sitting on. I'm sorry, dear friend, I didn't notice your hill. Well, who are you? Madam Duck of this farm is my mother. That can't be, you are no duck, the mole said. Yes, but I am, only I am uglier than any duck in the world. You have not the voice of a duck, the mole said. You do not speak with the quack of which they are so proud. And then, if you are truly a duck, why are you not with your family? They drove me out last summer because I was ugly and couldn't quack. Then why have you come back? The duckling said, to let the swans kill me. What? To let them kill you? Duckling, I would rather be killed by those beautiful birds than pecked by the hens, beaten by the geese, or starved with the hunger in the winter. Mole, perhaps you are not so ugly now as you were then. Well, I have not looked at myself in the water since spring came and took the ice away, but I know well now how dark and badly formed I am. The swans will kill me if I dare to approach them. So a noise is heard. They're coming, go while there's time yet. There's no place to go. All winter long I was driven from moor to moor. Here are the swans now. He goes to them. Wait, kill me. We saw you from afar and we came to meet you, said the swans. We're so happy to have you with us. Hold on. The swans are happy to have him, have the ugly duckling with him. What are we thinking? There's a change. And the ugly duckling had actually given up. See, there is a new swan. Father, mother, come look. Here, there's another swan. So this is the parents and the families. What are you calling? A new swan has come. Look, mother, I see him. He's beautiful. The father, he's very young, but he is the most beautiful of all. Fourth child, see how the others stroke him with their beaks? Mother said, they're showing him how glad they are to have him with them. So how they swim up, see how they swim around him and how they gently touch him? Well, I have never seen anything so pretty. How happy the new swan is. See how he rustles his feathers. See how proudly he curves his slender neck. And see how he looks at himself in the water. Oh, let's go get bread and bake a cake for him. Yes. They run off. And at the end, the mole says, 'twas not so bad after all, not to have the family quack. Oh my gosh, that's pretty funny. So what does that mean, not to have the family quack? Wasn't so bad. What just happened around here? It's your turn. Story changed. So I would like for you to complete the chart. Fill out this same graphic organizer that you've done and include what's important and what can be left out. And then summarize scene 3.